go. It is the CHGO live mock draft special presented by PointsBet. Use promo code CHGO when you sign up to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. Welcome in. My name is Adam Hoge. He's Nicholas Moreano. He's Will DeWitt. This is the first time the three of us are together. That's how big of a show this one is right now. In person, I should say. Together in person.
Yeah. No, it's nice to be here with you guys. It's weird. It's been 2 months of podcasting together, and yet this is the first time we're all sitting in these chairs together, and I know it won't be the last, and we have a great week ahead, but I'm glad to be here.
No more bubble. And if you guys saw the thumbnail, we're doing it big here. Doing it big on the CHGO live Bears mock draft.
Yeah, that was well done by our producer, Lawrence, who is just putting in an incredible amount of work for this show.
How you doing?
Yes. We are.
Am I doing an incredible amount? Because I feel like the Draft Network is doing the heavy lifting for me. We'll see if I can actually pull it off. That's the question.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of stuff that we're going to be doing on the fly here, and you're going to be doing a lot of the work. So we appreciate you. We
Thank
just want to say, it's like when it's like when you tip your server at the beginning of the meal, just to get the goodwill going.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing
in your drinks. Yeah.
There we go.
That's what I'm doing. You may notice that Will and Nick, if you're watching on YouTube, are the most dressed up anybody has been on CHGO since we launched. And you might also notice, and you might think that I missed the memo to be dressed up for this show. But the joke's on you if you think that. So I just want to put that now. They had this idea to dress up because, general managers might put on a suit for the NFL draft. And I don't know. Let's take a look at this general manager. You may know him. We'll go with the Super Bowl champion general manager. This is Les Snead on the first day of the draft back in 2018. And you may notice he is wearing a hoodie, a black hoodie. And you can't tell in that photo, but there's a bunch of other photos we could show you. He's also wearing jeans. He's very, very casual, and he is a Super Bowl champion as he built the Rams. We also have a photo of a different general manager. You may know this guy. This is the night that Ryan Pace drafted Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Full suit. Now, I will say, at least you guys are not wearing ties, so you didn't go that far.
I'm glad I'm not wearing the blue suit.
I make it look good. I'll just say that. But I don't know. That first photo, though, Adam, did you see, and for the people who are what are those people wearing in the background? Is that...
Who cares? Are they the general manager? Are they the ones drafting the players?
Maybe the general manager didn't get the memo, but
yeah,
that's all right.
All right.
We look good.
Well, I promise to be the Les Snead here of this show.
Okay.
I'm not going to call you guys Ryan Pace because you do not have ties on. And the shoes are fire, I will say, because I did notice yesterday at House Hall when we were there, Ian Cunningham, he was dressed in a suit for the Brian Piccolo Award ceremony, but he was rocking some Air Jordans, wasn't he?
He was.
Okay.
He was, so got some style over there.
All right. So now that we got the dress set, we are ready to go here. You guys do look good. Let me just say that.
I appreciate it.
You guys do look good.
You said you had something up your sleeve, and I really thought it was going to be some attire, not berating us to start the show, but I'm here. I'll take it.
No. Yeah.
We thought you'd show up in a full Wisconsin suit or something like that. We were prepared to see something.
As Bucky, you think? He was going to dress in his...
Just dress up as Bucky
the
Badger?
Yeah.
No.
The knockoff candy stripes, that you guys took from IU.
Ooh.
Shots
I
fired.
have to research that one.
Hey, you guys are...
I don't know.
Wait, hold on. The War Room isn't supposed to be warring against each other.
That's
okay?
It can.
I guess.
We're lobbying for
find
picks
out.
here.
Yeah.
We're
See,
ready for
Timothy
this.
says Hoge is delivering us Super Bowls. Confirmed.
Hey, we'll take
That's what I'm
We're all
trying to
part of
do
the
here.
same team.
If someone's doing it, then
Yeah.
we're all okay.
Yeah, we're all good.
We're all on the same team.
Unfortunately, these are the guys that are really going to be calling most of the shots today, and I'm going to be doing my best to tell everyone what's going on because there's going to be 2 very different shows depending on how you're consuming this today. Because if you're watching on YouTube, and this is a good show to be watching on YouTube, in case you're listening to the podcast right now, you want a little bit more visuals. The YouTube is an option. Subscribe to the CHGO YouTube channel because there's going to be a little bit more production behind the scenes. But if you are listening to the podcast, don't worry because I'm going to do my best here to do the play-by-play, essentially, of the craziness that is about to ensue as we try to simulate a full draft for the Chicago Bears. That's what we're doing here. And I'm actually been really excited about this all week. I hope you guys are too.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And honestly, we're in good hands. We have a guy who predicted, David Montgomery?
Montgomery, yep.
I took Roquan and Jalen Johnson, so we have a good track record. Last year, we got Fields and Tevin Jenkins in our live mock
Doing
draft.
this, yeah.
Exactly this exercise. And obviously, the Bears listen. And we'll see how it works out here today.
So which one of you is Ryan Poles and which one's Ian Cunningham?
I'm Poles, so that's Cunningham.
Okay.
All right. Yep.
All right. Now you guys know who to blame when it's all said and done. I'm just saying. All right. We also want to thank our friends at the Draft Network. They are the ones that built this awesome draft simulator that we're going to be using to run through this entire draft. And we start in the first round. So this would be Thursday night. We're getting close to the draft. And we're going to kick it off. Let's get this thing going.
Okay, now for the viewers that are watching, let's just go ahead and tell everyone that they have 2021 listed. That is, don't worry about that.
Yes.
Everything's fine. It's 2022. We're trying to do this live. Let's do this.
Yeah, the years are a little messed up, but the picks are correct, and we can simulate trades in this thing. So we are going to go ahead and do this thing and start with the first round. And the Jacksonville Jaguars. Don't worry, we're not going to go pick by pick. This thing should pretty much fly through as long as
We can't pause and trade into the very first overall pick.
I mean, we could. Okay. You're the GM.
Well, yeah. Do you want to trade into the first round here? Because I'm going to hit play here. But,
pause at like 18, 19.
Pause at 18
and then
or 19.
we can discuss there.
Okay.
But as Goodell would say, the 2022 NFL Draft is officially open.
Boo!
Yeah, the boos come in.
Just got to make it as authentic as possible. Aiden Hutchinson does not
Trayvon
go
Walker.
number one. The Jets go defense with Thibodeau.
Drake London to the Falcons.
Garrett Wilson off the board with the Bears' former pick at number 7 to the New York Giants. How does that feel, Bears fans?
And you got back-to-back wide receivers
already
there
off
too.
the board. Let's pause here.
Okay, this is good news. Good time to pause.
Yeah, the Eagles took Zion Johnson at 18, so we're at 19. We're pausing.
But if you're the Bears, Chris Olave did not go to the Green Bay Packers.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's huge.
So this is good. They are in New Orleans.
And we already have 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receivers off through the first 18 picks of the draft with Chris Olave, like you said, number 16 going to the Saints.
That would be crazy. All right, we can keep it moving.
Keep it going.
Any quarterbacks?
Do we want to make any calls to anyone? Are you thinking of
not
trading
at this
to the first
time?
round? No?
If Olave was still there, I think we'd have a discussion. But since he's not, I'm good.
All right, we're going to resume.
Guys, I don't believe in Justin Fields, and I think we should trade up for Malik Willis.
Oh God,
that's a joke, everyone.
I see a comment trade up for Ariza, the punk god.
First couple QBs off the board, actually. The Saints take Willis. The Steelers take Desmond Ridder. Sorry, Mitchell Trubisky.
I paused again because look who the Packers took.
Devontae Wyatt.
That front 7 for the Packers right now, and if you're the Bears, still trying to figure out your offensive line, yeah, that's trouble for sure.
That may actually make it a higher priority in round 2.
Yeah.
Just that pick right there.
Okay, we're going to keep going here?
We'll keep it going here. Okay. We are now late in the first round, and Packers have another pick coming up. The Lions have another pick coming up here.
Kyer Elam has gone to the Buffalo Bills at pick 25. There goes Booth at 27.
And the Packers do take a wide receiver, Jahan Dotson, from Penn State at number 28. Good player. He does come off the board. And the Lions take a quarterback. It is Sam Howell from North Carolina. They obviously did not get the memo on drafting quarterbacks from North Carolina.
Yeah, true. Very true. And it looked like there was a run on corners.
Yes, there were.
At the end there too. So
yeah, sorry, I'm gonna tweak the size of your little box that you guys are in here before we go to the second round, but I figured you could talk to the first here.
Oh no, this is why we have you here. This is why we need a great producer like Lawrence to fix the size of our heads as he photoshops that amazing thumbnail, too, that we had to start the show with the old Ryan Pace photo.
That was great.
I can't wait to post
I saw
that
comments.
social.
I saw comments as we're going live. Like, people saw it and appreciated it, so that was really neat.
Okay, so we're basically between Thursday and Friday now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Bears picks coming up in 7 picks. How do you feel like what the board's looking going into day 2? I really don't have any surprises. I like that Kenny Pickett's still on the board because that could potentially create a trade scenario. One thing I want to bring up, and I mentioned this in my Bears Things column this week as I went through my own mock draft, it is very interesting to me that the Seahawks have back-to-back picks right after the Bears, followed by the Colts, followed by the Falcons. You could make an argument that any of those three teams in those 4 picks could be looking for a QB. Yeah. And if one of those guys is still there when the Bears are on the board at 39, I think it gives you the opportunity to potentially trade back if, say, like the Falcons go, yeah, we want to go get our guy. We need to leapfrog Seattle. And even the Colts, even though they traded for Matt Ryan, how
long's that going to last?
Yeah, I don't think that takes them out from. Like Chris Ballard has not gotten the quarterback. He already went through the Phillip Rivers 1 year thing,
right. And he's drafted lower guys like a James Morgan, Sam Ellinger from Texas a year ago, and obviously they're not progressing to the rate that they want. So drafting one here would make a lot of sense.
Real quick, guys. Do you feel bad for one Mitchell Trubisky? Desmond Ridder just went in the first round to the Steelers.
Yeah.
Our guy's he's going to have competition in the QB room now.
Another one.
I don't personally feel like Ritter's ready to play right away.
Is Mitch?
Yeah, true.
That's a fair point,
that's
too.
A fair point.
That's a scenario I could see playing out, though. So now I thought maybe the Steelers might be looking for a QB in the second round, too. So that does take that scenario out of it.
All right, is it day 2? Are we ready to? Are we ready to do this? We got 2 picks.
Linderbaum still there.
Gosh,
Tyler Linderbaum.
Oh gosh, are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Now this is going to start rolling, and then it'll hit us at 38, and then it'll be your turn to shine. Okay.
Yep. Why don't you pause it after the? Let's see, let's pause it after the Jets pick. So let's let 3 picks go by here.
Okay. All right, here we go.
All right.
Jags, Lions,
the first Jets pick at 35. They do have 2 picks coming up.
Devin Lloyd to the Jaguars. Lewis Sling. Okay. Nakobe Dean.
All right.
Ooh, Nakobe Dean goes off the board.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing here to me, guys, is that Tyler Linderbaum is still on the board.
Yes, he is.
From Iowa. Now, I had this scenario come up in my a couple of the mock drafts I did. I don't know if it's something that this is a simulated formula that the Draft Network does. They call it their predictive board. And this is something that's come up a bunch of times. Now, I texted a couple people because that was the one player I was maybe willing to trade up for around this area. And the responses I got were like,
no way.
Nah, he's not going to last that long. But I've also covered many, many drafts, and there have been things that do surprise you. So I will never rule out any scenario. Like on the percentage chance of it happening, I would probably put it on the lower percentage of things. But I don't know, guys. We want to talk about this. We want to talk about trading up here for probably the best offensive lineman that's available in the second round.
Look, if anyone's willing to trade up for Tyler Linderbaum, it's me, but I'm going to say no. I don't agree with that, Will. I don't know if you're on the same mindset here. Great player, foundational piece in the center, at the center position, but for me and what the Bears have, we have 6 picks to work with.
Yep.
We're going to trade up and salvage the future to go get a guy like that right now. Does that kind of – we had the thumbnail replicating the Brian Pace, infamous photo. I don't want to go down that path again.
Yeah, so as you being my Ian Cunningham and the Iowa guy, if you're not sold to trade up, that's putting some reservation to my own decision-making here in terms of making this move. And honestly, I may be selfish, but I want a first-round pick next year.
Yeah.
So we're going to hold off here until 39, regardless if Linderbaum falls to even, 37, 38. I'm holding pat.
All right, let's keep it rolling.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Looks like people in the comments are kind of on the same page with us for the most part, but we'll see if it backfires.
That's what it's all about.
David
Ojabo comes off from Michigan.
Damn it.
Oh.
No.
And Lovie Smith.
Now we got a trade offer here.
So Linderbaum did just come off. If you're listening to the podcast, I want to make sure you know that Linderbaum did just come off to the Houston Texans. We are now on the clock, and we have an offer from the Saints here. I cannot even read that.
Okay, I got it. Okay, so the Saints are offering, and again, the years are wrong on the Draft Network's thing here. It's okay. These are all 2022 picks. Second round, 49. Third round, 98. Fourth round, 120. Sixth round, 194. And they want the 39th overall pick, as well as 71.
So they want to move up in the second and third round, a considerable amount, too. I mean, we're not just talking about moving back a few picks here.
Nope.
That third rounder they're offering us is late, really late in the third round.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with those fourth rounders. Now, I'll tell you, one of my goals would be to add a fourth rounder. I like that. They're offering 2 here, but they are later fourth round picks.
That's a 4th and a 6th, that last one.
Oh, that's a 6. So I can't even read the screen.
No.
And you have the glasses on.
Yeah,
Yeah, you got
I
your
know.
readers
Well,
on.
it's very small.
That is a
so,
tiny 6.
You guys are the decision makers. What do you think?
What you feeling, Will?
My gut says they're trying to rip us off.
Yeah.
Like moving down in the second and the third just to pick up a fourth and a sixth feels like they're just trying to take advantage of me because
First
I'm a
year GM.
That's right.
You know,
But little do they know.
we've been through this before.
That's right. So I don't like that offer. I don't even want to counter that one. I would like to maybe explore some trade down options, as Adam said, to the Seahawks, maybe looking at the Falcons or the Colts as well, see what they're willing to give up to maybe move down just a couple of spots. But other than that, this is not an offer that I'm willing to entertain.
So we're going to decline this.
Yep.
And
Decline.
what's going to happen next year?
How about we take a look at the big board,
Oh, okay.
and then we can make a decision from there.
Now, if you do trade back with the Saints at 49, if we wanted to counter, that would give the Bears back-to-back picks at 48 and 49. Moving back 10 spots does give you considerable value when you look at trade charts. Now, I just think you can do better in getting a third-round pick. I don't know off the top of my head. I should probably pull this up on my own screen so we can simulate some of this stuff. What other picks the Saints might have?
It's true, yeah, because they did trade away with
Hang
who
on
was it?
here.
The Eagles making a bunch of picks to get into the first round.
I just didn't understand the fact why they wanted us to move down again to third. Like, we haven't even got there yet. Like, why am I trying to make that decision all the way at 39?
Well, I did make a trade in my mock draft with the Falcons where I moved back in the second, third, and fifth in the same trade to get a fourth-round pick. But each one of those was only moving back 2 or 3 spots.
Exactly.
There's
not
a big
10.
difference moving back 10 spots in the second round. That's a lot of value to give up at that point.
And I mean, Will, right now, we're looking at the predictive big board here. Got my guy, Perion
I
Winfrey
was gonna
there.
say,
He's
Winfrey's the
available
second
at
one
pick
there.
39. You want to address the 3-tech? He is there.
I like Sky Moore. I like Christian Watson there as well. But even then, I feel like we can move down a few spots and get one of those guys if we wanted to address the receiver position now.
George Pickens is still available.
Mm-hmm.
So there are some quality players that, even if some are taken off, like, it feel good. You know, addressing
Okay, so if we're going to talk trades, because we are on the clock, guys, we got to make
That's
a decision.
true.
Yeah, I did pause it because I know you guys want to talk through this, but yeah, I could.
But
show-
like even in real life, we'd be on the clock.
You would need to move
We
quick.
still have time. Do we want to engage maybe the Colts or the Falcons on potentially moving up to leapfrog Seattle? Kenny Pickett is on the board here. Something to keep in mind.
That's a great point. With your prior simulations, Adam, who has better draft capital to maybe dance with? Would it be Indy? Would it be Atlanta?
Atlanta has some good stuff I like. Let me take a quick look at the Indianapolis Colts and our friend Chris Ballard. He has a higher third-round pick at number 73 than what the Saints were offering.
Okay.
Right? So if we wanted to go down that route.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's call them up.
So we'd be trading 39 to move back 3 spots to 42. We'd want to get that third-round pick, though, you'd have to give some things back. Do we just want to try to get their fourth-round pick?
Yeah, I think just moving back 3 just to recoup a fourth would make a lot of sense to me.
All right, let's
We'll
try
see
this.
how they
We're
feel.
calling the Falcons?
Yeah,
Or, I'm sorry,
the
the Colts.
Colts. So we'll do that. And
We'll give up 39. We'll try to pick up 122.
42, let's
Yep.
look for 122 there in that trade.
Ooh.
And to get this done, we're going to have to give up at least try to give up that 5th-round pick.
The
Yep.
150.
Oh, boy.
Let's try it.
Let's see what they say.
Let's try this. I don't know if it's going to work. The Colts are evaluating the offer. They took it.
Hey, look at us.
I did not
So
think.
to recap for those listening, basically we just traded back 3 spots to pick up, to move up our second 5th round pick into the 4th round. It essentially moves the pick up 28 spots in value.
I'll take it.
So I think it's a good deal.
Now the Seahawks are calling.
Oh, shit.
All right.
So here's what we got here. They have the 41st pick.
Oh, they just want us to move up 1 spot.
And they want,
We're not even asking
they want
for
number
the second round pick,
71, number 148, and a 2023 4th round pick.
They're all over the place.
No,
right
we're
now.
just going to go ahead and decline that. We're
Sorry,
not.
Seattle.
We're not moving up 1 spot.
Just real quick, Jake Flanagan is here, and he is yelling over my shoulder, saying, "No way! Gotta take that." Why? He likes Sky more. I mean, I don't know. You can get him at 42, though, right? Okay. Well, we're going to decline.
Well, the one problem with this is sometimes you can't see who's actually still on the board. Oh, wow! Everybody wants this
our
pick.
pick.
Okay, now
Here
the
at
Bucs.
42.
All right, the Bucs. They are offering the number 60 overall pick. That's a late 2nd round pick, as well
It
as
is.
number 91, which is in the 3rd round, and they just want number 42.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
So this is something that came up in my mock 2, and I took it. However, I believe I countered and got a future 5th round pick in this deal.
Now, we also, I'm going to just slide to the right here.
We got everybody
The
calling.
Steelers are also calling. We've got. Do we have enough phone lines in Hallis?
Apparently.
They are offering the 52nd overall pick, as well as the 4th round, number 138, and they just want number 42. So there's that one. Tampa, they are offering a couple picks for 42. And then, the Chiefs also. Sorry, the Chiefs are also calling.
2
they're-
7th rounders.
Yeah, number 50 as well as 2
sorry,
7th rounders for
Again,
42.
they're trying to find that connection with Poles in Kansas City.
We're going to
and-
decline that one immediately, right?
Sorry,
Yeah, that one's
Kansas City.
declined.
Sorry, Chiefs.
So the difference here, just to recap, is the Bucs wants to trade back to 60 to get, and we would get a 3rd round pick, a 91, later 3rd round pick. The Steelers offer, you'd only be moving back to 58, I believe.
52.
52, excuse me. So not as far back, and you get a 4th round pick.
That's like 138.
Correct.
That
138.
is a lot farther back, though, in that 4th round
It
pick compared
is.
to the 3rd.
I would lean towards
the Bucs.
Tampa Bay's offer. Nick, what's your advice on it? Of course, we can always counter, but what are your thoughts about if we do this, we're not picking to 48?
I think I narrowed it down. I wanted to go and negotiate with Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but like Adam said, he kind of was able to counter offer and get a future.
Let's try to do this quick. Lawrence, hit decline. Let's then hit the trade button. Decline them all. Let's do the trade. Pull up Tampa on there. And we're going to so that 42nd pick, we're going to ask for 60, 91, then click next year's picks.
Go for
Do me a favor and hit the 4th rounder,
Yeah.
but I think it's going to say no. And then, so we'll just, for time purposes, do the 5th rounder.
Can you humor me just real quick?
Yeah.
Can we switch the 42nd to the 48th? Just see what they say.
Okay, yeah, no.
I just wanted to see.
Yeah.
May as well explore that option.
All right, so 42, we're giving up that for 60, 91, as well as a 5th round pick next year.
Can you throw in an extra 7th for next year and see what they say?
You want? Yeah, we want that 7th.
Yeah, just throw it in there.
Do we care which
Throw it in
one?
there. Throw in these draft.
How
How about this
Either
year's 7th?
Ooh.
I want this year's 7th. Yeah.
Hey, gotta do
Hey,
it. Yep.
there
All right,
we go.
let's do that. All right.
Buccaneers are evaluating.
I have a feeling Jason likes.
Hey!
Jason
Yeah,
Light
they
wants
did
this
it.
one.
Getting
All
picks.
right.
He's ready to go. He doesn't care about his picks this year. Get out of here. All right, so we've added some picks. Some more players are coming off the board here.
There goes Winfrey.
Jaquan Brisker, the safety out of Penn State.
I'm
To be
done
fair,
moving.
just X out of
I'm
this.
done
I need-
moving. I'm
we-
ready to pick.
Yeah, we need to make a pick.
we need to get
and,
players here.
and I'm tired of having. Stop calling us, okay?
Yeah.
We're a rookie GM. You're trying to take advantage of us. We get it. Now, a couple things we got to recap here. When we moved back the first time, lost Logan Hall. The who's listed as an edge, but I really like him as a potential 3 technique. Jaquan Brisker, the safety, came off the board a little bit later to the Falcons. Perion Winfrey is now gone.
Yep.
I don't know how much our commenters are raging over this, but
Yeah, sorry,
I think it's time we
yeah.
probably make a pick.
Yeah, let's make a pick.
It is.
Okay.
I see Christian Watson. I see Sky Moore.
Okay.
I
Quay
like
Walker's available.
Quay Walker is available.
Very good linebacker there.
George Pickens
George
is
Pickens
there.
also there.
Mm.
Now, I know we're in the room, so they can't hear us out there. But if we went with a Watson and Moore, and Pickens was available at 60, I would not say no.
I don't think he's
Be
going to be
crazy.
there at 60.
You don't think so?
No, I think George Pickens will be gone after we make our pick here at 48.
All right, so say, I'm looking at the rest of the board here.
I'm
Marvin
unpaused, by
Leal,
the way, so we are definitely on the clock here.
The 3 tech would be, another potential pick here for the Bears in this scenario. But when I'm just looking at what's available, the fact that Watson and Moore, who I have seen being mocked in the first round, are still here, very intriguing to me. But out of this list, Nick, who would you advise who's on your short list?
Yeah, and I'm looking still, too, who's available. I saw David Bell still available, someone that, Adam and I really like, and maybe for later on. But, look, I think we go wide receiver here.
Yep.
I think we take either and narrow it down. If you had to – look, they have different skill sets. Watson.
Hey, real quick, is it going to tell us when we have a minute left here? Is it? I know
There's not really a clock. Lawrence.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you for looking out.
Yeah, it's actually Jake. He's telling me he doesn't want to get us auto picked. He doesn't want to pick a kicker or something. So.
Yeah. You guys got to make a pick.
Well, if it's up to me, I'm going to put my, I'm going to hammer the table here for Sky Moore, which I know will make Jake back there, very happy. I know that with Watson, he's a bigger body guy that the Bears may be able to utilize as well, but I think Moore
is more ready, honestly, than a Watson right now, to be completely honest.
More ready, I get it.
Yep. There you go. So,
Let's
You
go
guys
with
are
it.
really passing up George Pickens here?
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this happening?
Yeah,
Are we taking Sky
We're
Moore?
putting Sky Moore on there. Let's go. The sky is the limit.
We made a pick. We finally made a pick after so
It
many
took 29.
trades.
It took 30 minutes.
There goes Watson.
There's
There goes
Watson.
Pickens.
There goes Pickens,
yep.
51.
Yep.
You guys are getting roasted by the Bears fans out there. They
no,
are booing
no
at the
lineman.
official Bears draft party at Soldier Field. I
Sky
am
Moore.
actually also there booing you in the draft room right
Oh, we
now.
just
Fired.
lost
I would've
Jamari
got the
Sellier.
Pickens. Jesus.
Horrible pick there by the
Ryan
new GM.
Ryan Pace on line 1 here.
Ryan Pace is now calling from the Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, hey, guys.
What does he want us to move back or move up?
He wants to give us 58
Terrible pick.
for 60 and then 248, the 7th round pick.
Nah, I'm okay.
I'm kind of tired of trading.
Doesn't take long.
All right, let's look at who's on the board here now. As Christian Harris comes off from Alabama, the Packers pick Chad Muma right before the Bears pick. Also, as the the resident draft analyst here, I think that was a missed opportunity by the rookie GM to move up there and leapfrog the division rivals to grab a instant starter at the Mike linebacker position who you could pair with Roquan Smith for many, many years.
Lots of traits there with Amuma. All right, Will, we are back at pick 60 now for the Bears. We've addressed one wide receiver position. We still have, obviously, offensive line to address, cornerback. You can go down the list of needs for this team.
I was upset by the run of corners that we saw in the late second round. That really did hurt. Some of the strategy that we had coming in here. When I'm looking at the big board, I see a guy, like Dylan Parham from Memphis, the lineman. David Bell's there too. Darian Kennard's available. Shakur. Strange is over there too. I don't know if I take him here at 60.
And remember, we pick at 71 too.
We need an offensive lineman.
Who said that?
Pick a tackle.
Who said that?
Protect our quarterback.
Can we, on this big board, organize it via position and go to offensive tackle so we can kind of give that a look?
Daniel Fa'alele. Just do it.
Any rationale you want to give me? I know you're just kind of
Giant,
Wall. Giant wall
awesome
that
run
moves.
blocker.
Look at that face.
Still learning the game. used to play rugby in Australia
6'8".
before he came over. He's a giant. He's a huge reason why the Minnesota Gophers would run the football.
Quick question: how's his back?
True. Yeah, we had a back issue with
Back solid. Medical's
Tevin
checked
Jenkins
out.
issue.
I don't know.
I saw in the profile that they said best suited at right tackle. Is that something that you believe is true, or is that just their projection? Because if he's at right tackle, and I know they were working Jenkins over there again, then you're probably asking him to flop one more time, and I'm tired of the musical chairs.
Let me ask you this, GM. Do you know that you have a right tackle right now?
Ooh. No.
No. Just get the best. You just gotta get linemen in there. And Olin Kreutz has always said, like, just need competition in the room,
Right.
And then you figure out the best 5 available. We making this? We doing this?
Is that who you want?
I was actually looking at the petite Justin Fields' old teammate,
Petite frère,
petite frère,
little brother.
He's a little bit more raw than Daniel is.
Yeah, so
He doesn't have a picture on Draft Network.
that's
He's just a
interesting.
gray
5 stars, though.
circle.
I'm good with going to get the Gopher.
All right, we'll go with David Bell. No, I'm kidding.
David Bell.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get the Minnesota guy. We'll make Adam happy, which I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Another offer? Get out of here, San Francisco.
Yeah, let's move on from the trades.
Yeah. First, all right. So just to recap, two picks that have been made: Sky Moore from Western Michigan and Daniel Fa'alele, the tackle from Minnesota. And the next pick the Bears have coming up is at 71. But first, the best way to support CHGO is to download the PointsBet app. Use code CHGO when you sign up. If you do that right now, you'll get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000. But that's not it. If you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content. You'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. That's $2,000 in free bets, a free CHGO membership, and a free t-shirt from the CHGO locker, all for making that first-time deposit of at least $50 at PointsBet. Any questions, email pointsbet@allchgo.com. We will help you out. Your home for live in-play betting just got even better. Introducing PointsBet's new feature, the live NBA same-game parlay. For the first time ever, you can build the perfect live NBA same-game parlay only with PointsBet. Online sign-up is available now in Illinois. Download the PointsBet app right now. Register your account from start to finish, all from your phone. So what are you waiting for? Are you Ryan Poles waiting to make your pick? 2 picks in 35 minutes. Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Want to start your day off with a competitive edge? Our next partner has a product I use on a daily basis. I started taking Athletic Greens because I wanted to see what the hype was all about. And I've been taking my Athletic Greens after my morning workouts, and I can feel and see the difference right away. With 1 scoop of Athletic Greens, you are absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help start your day off right. This mixture of ingredients helps your immune system, gives you energy, and improves your focus, and that's why I take my Athletic Greens to help get through my busy day. What's awesome about Athletic Greens is that it costs you less than $3 a day, so you're investing in your health, and it's cheaper than that cold brew habit. Also, it helps support better sleep quality and recovery, which we all need. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bears. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/CHGO Bears to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutrition insurance.
I'm starting to think some of these commenters think this is the actual draft.
Yeah, it's pretty
Thank God
rough.
it's not.
And this is really, but I'm pretty sure Ravi, our guy in here, thinks this is actually the draft. He is so angry.
Oh, boy.
He just need you guys just picked a dude. I don't even know what that
I
means.
don't know
I don't know
what
what that
dude
means.
it
I don't know. Is that good? That Falele is this Falele a dude, like as in Steve Adazio?
No. If you look
style,
at
a
his
dude?
comments, he's very angry over it. Doesn't think he fits the offense. That's fine.
I'm already learning lessons though about like what it takes to be a general manager, like because they have all these other voices in the room,
Yeah.
and that may be what's getting me off of some of like
Jack
my own track here.
Pasternak just booing you. Just
Yeah.
boo.
Yeah. New Johnson wants me to take over. Sorry, man. I'm just the college scouting director
I gave
that
you the
was
last pick.
I was already here. I'm just finishing out my string here. I'm probably getting fired in a week by the new GM. That's just I'll go join. I'll like everyone else with the Bears. I'll go join the Falcons.
Might as well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not. Yeah, Atlanta's a nice city.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, this just hurts too. We're just continuing.
Yeah, look who we missed, by the way, between 60 and 71.
I didn't even know the draft resumed.
While we were doing our
You were
ad
doing the
reads.
read. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Bell.
because
And
I would have traded up. Well,
Oh
again,
no!
I'm not the GM.
No! I was told to decline trades. You're had enough of these trades, is what I heard from
Okay.
the room. So
All right.
we declined
Wow.
like 7 trade offers there.
Oh,
Pretty much every
no.
pick between 60 and 71.
So David Bell comes off the board. Leo Chanel, the linebacker from Wisconsin. Brian Cook, the safety from Cincinnati.
Parham.
Like Brian Cook.
And John Mechie the third off the board at number 70. One pick before the Chicago Bears. Another guy I probably would have taken there. So let's take a look at who's on the board here as the Bears pick at number 71. And
Darian Kennard out
Okay, I
there.
like Darren Kennard there.
he's an option. The interior offensive
Frere.
lineman from Kentucky. Petit Frere, the Ohio State tackle, but we already took a tackle at this point.
Cole Stranger.
This
guy
is a bonus
there,
pick,
Will.
though.
Yep.
Come on, that's another tackle. Let's go. Get him in the room.
You can
No,
make
if
that
I'm going to go
argument.
line, we're going to go guard here. That's kind of where I'm leaning right now as I was peering at the big board during the ad break there.
I know a guy that you like, Adam, there, Wandale Robinson from Kentucky. He's still available. Maybe a little early there.
When's our next
Is there a
pick again?
position you want me to bring up? I'm just looking at the big board overall
big
here.
board's
But
great right
you're
now.
okay with us? I think 100's too
Does
far
my
away.
pick
Let's go
show
back
our,
to the top
our
here.
next pick after 71 there, Lawrence? So if we go to all picks and then it's just right to the left. Yeah.
No.
It does not. Okay.
I just forgot the other number we picked up.
We
Should wrote
traded
it down.
so many times.
I know.
The Bears, we now have the 91st pick
Okay.
Okay.
That's
later on. In
There it
the
is,
third.
91.
impressive recall.
So as much as I like Wandale Robinson, I think we're reaching a little bit here at number 71.
Kind of narrowing it right there to Kentucky and Darren Kennard.
That's
Address
where-
that
that's
right
where-
guard
that's where
position
my eyes keep
for Justin
going.
Fields.
I do
The
like
guy
Cole
that brings that
Strange, but-
physical, he's nasty. That he has that demeanor that Ryan Poles wants. Little raw at times, but I think it's a guy that, if you put him at that right guard, he's going to beat out Sam Musfer.
Lawrence, can you do us a favor? Can we look at wide receivers just real quick? I know we already took one, but
Never have to.
Alec Pierce.
Calvin Austin. I like Calvin Austin a lot.
Alec Pierce is still available.
Ooh, we could save ourselves, Will.
I know, right?
Big, true X receiver, in my opinion. Go up and get the football. He plays. He's a type of. You guys got really redundant with your first pick.
A little bit.
The Bears do not have an X receiver. Just saying.
I feel like even then it's
Address the line or give Justin Fields another
Either way,
weapon?
you're double dipping here. You're either going two offensive linemen or two wide receivers.
I've always liked Alec Pierce, too. He's a guy.
J2K, we took a slot receiver with our first pick. He's just catching up. Yes,
made
it's
my boss happy with that pick. That's what it's all about here.
yeah.
But I don't know. Kennard or I feel like Pierce will be gone before we're on the board next, even though
He won't
technically
make
on
it.
the big board he's underneath where we'll be picking next.
The
But
Seahawks are about to leapfrog and steal this pick from the Bears
no
because the
kidding.
clock's running out.
We're taking Pierce.
We're taking Pierce. All
Right.
right.
We're taking Pierce?
Yeah.
Taking him.
Whoa!
Alec Pierce, the wide receiver
Hometown.
from
Gets to play for the
Cincinnati.
Bears.
Glenbard West, correct?
Glenbard West.
All right, I think the fans will be a little bit happier now.
Got two wide receivers. Address the line. All right.
Yep. All right, we'll keep it rolling here as the next pick coming up for the Bears as we added a late third rounder in a trade earlier.
All right, we're saving ourselves in the comments. Yes, from Alfredo. Let's
Petit
go.
Frere,
Save.
gone. Kennard, gone.
So some of the guys
Khalil
coming off the
Shakir,
board right here.
Cole Strange.
We have Khalil Shakir. Oh, now another. Every time I start reading the board, somebody calls with
We
a
can
trade.
jump up from
It's unbelievable.
91 to 84, and all it's going to cost us to the Steelers.
Number
It's going to cost us
248.
a 7th round pick
To move up.
to move up 7 spots.
To give up that 7th round pick that we basically
just
we
put in
went
there.
Kevin Costner draft day, like throw in, just throw this in the deal, and you can see. So this is where let's just take a pause here. Sometimes I just do not feel like these
are the most
trades are realistic.
Yeah.
And for a 7th round pick to move up there, I don't know.
It feels a little flat.
Yeah, it does.
Is there anybody you guys want to trade up and get?
That's the thing. I wish.
Yeah,
we
and I was gonna say, like, can I
decline?
can I-
Remember this?
oh,
Decline.
okay.
And let's look at the big board first. We can always come back.
Hold
to
on
them.
1 second.
So I think we'll just decline it and go back.
Yep.
And just let the picks play out.
You know, and
here.
before we actually continue going through this draft board and seeing what we can do, to tell you about PointsBet. If you enjoy CHGO, one way to help us to continue to grow is to download the PointsBet app and use code CHGO when you sign up. Not only are you going to get 2 risk-free bets up to $2,000, but if you make a $50 or more first-time deposit, you'll receive a free CHGO membership, which unlocks all of our web content, and you'll even get a free shirt of your choice from the CHGO locker. If you have any questions, email pointsbet@allchgo.com, and we'll help you out. And in case you missed it, online sign-up is available in Illinois. You'll be signing up with the fastest sportsbook, easier than ever, so you can start living your bet life in seconds. So what are you waiting for? Once the game starts, don't just bet. Live your bet life with PointsBet. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
And make sure you're getting those memberships at allchgo.com. We have a ton of mock drafts that I promise you'll like more than this, the way this one's going. I don't know that any of the mock drafts, did anyone take Sky Moore?
Nope.
No, just this one. Okay. Which some of our commenters think is real. So,
Yes.
But that's all available at allchgo.com. Please check it out. A lot of great draft coverage up there and coverage for all the teams. You can get the free t-shirt too when you sign up and get that membership. Make sure you're also hitting subscribe on YouTube. Please rate and review the podcast if you're listening that way. We appreciate it. But let's get back into this mock draft. Pick number 91, which we acquired in a trade from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers earlier on in the draft. Lawrence, can you click on my picks? We've had a bunch of commenters just wonder. I think they're jumping in here late to see who has been picked so far. So we traded back in the 2nd round. Sky Moore ended up being the pick, the wide receiver from Western Michigan. Smaller, probably slot-type player. But guy's probably going to go in the 2nd round. Number 60, Daniel Fa'alele, the tackle, huge, massive tackle from Minnesota, which understandable question about fit there, I think some people brought up. But I think he's just going to be a good player. I think he can move better than – I think people just sometimes see that guy's big and don't think he can move.
Yeah.
This guy can do a backflip, which I know people don't want to hear because of the whole Jerron Gilbert thing, but he's still athletic. He's going to be fine there. And then the one pick everyone seems to be happy about, local kid, Glenbard West, Alec Pearson, number 71 from Cincinnati. So just kind of recap our first 3 picks. We picked this one up by trading back earlier. Number 91, what are you guys thinking here?
Man, I really like Troy Anderson, the linebacker there. Dude is just ultra athletic, has played like every single position possible. Quarterback, running back, and is still raw at the linebacker position. And is it the biggest need for the Bears right now? You have Nicholas Moreano, Roquan Smith. Maybe not, but man, like that's a guy, if you're looking for upside, Shannon Tindall, that's another linebacker that I like there too. So linebacker position, there's some pretty quality linebackers here at 91.
I like Troy Anderson. I think he can come in, perhaps even be the Sam backer year 1. He's going to help you on special teams as a core guy, and then perhaps can grow into whether it be the Will or the Mike, however they end up wanting to kind of play with Roquan Smith. He can just fill in here, after, maybe Morrow's time has come.
I will also say, I see, was it Kirby Joseph from Illinois is still available, the safety. He's somewhere like he's a guy that I think paired with an Eddie Jackson, that makes a lot of sense for what they're trying to do with the back end for this defense. And right now it's DeAndre Houston-Carson and nobody else. This is and again, I see in the comments too, we haven't addressed interior offensive line. We know we're trying.
Can't get every position.
You can't get everything here.
Can't.
What are you thinking?
I don't like
Mr.
Ed Ingram,
GM?
though, so let's not even look at him. I do not like him.
Okay.
I'm thinking Troy makes a lot of sense here, just going best player available. If we go in towards, the guy from Illinois, I feel like now we're reaching for need a bit when you look down that big board. So, and perhaps we did that a little bit with the first pick, too. So let's learn from our mistakes, and let's go ahead and let's go with Troy.
All right, Troy Anderson, the linebacker from Montana State, is the pick. And let's see. I'm trying to. Now, we do have a 4th rounder we picked up in a previous trade, too. So I think we got a few picks here to go through, but we should eventually
We're getting there.
get to that point. I saw you went by it. It's all right.
And I will say this, too. Ryan Poles.
122 is the next one.
Okay. Ryan Poles did, when it spoke to the media yesterday, saying where he feels good about depth-wise on day 2, day 3 picks. Defensive back was one of them. And we have not addressed that yet. So, obviously, we're getting there as we get further in the draft. So, let's see what we can
the Chiefs
get.
want to give us 103, the current pick, for the pick 122, which is in the 4th round, as well as a 5th round next year.
So we got to give up a 5th rounder next year
move up.
which we did pick up in that Bucs
In the
trade
Bucs
earlier.
trade, yeah.
So there's monopoly money or house money we're playing with here.
Okay. I mean, that's enticing.
You're enticed?
I like.
Do we want to counter offer with like a 6th next year?
I don't think we have time to counter off.
Okay, fine.
Looking at the clock here on top. Let's go ahead. Let's have fun. Let's accept because these picks won't matter next year for us anyway with this mock draft technically. So we're looking at the board here.
That's the attitude. Next year's picks don't matter.
That's right.
That's why Ryan.
Not if you
Pace is
keep
in
picking
here.
Sky Moore in the 2nd round.
Ruckert's still available. He's been slipping here a little bit. I like Pierre Strong, but we're not going running back here at this one.
So Kirby Joseph, the safety out of Illinois, just came off the board.
I saw that 2 picks ago, too.
Channing
your
Tindall.
guy from Houston is still available. Marcus Jones.
Marcus Jones?
To address the corner. The nickel.
Done. Get him.
Done. Okay. That was a definitive. That's my guy. We're taking him.
It's about time the
Boom.
GM made a definitive pick.
Marcus Jones. I like it.
Corner,
Corner,
Houston.
returner. You can play wide receiver. Let's have some fun.
Hey, I remember when the Bears used to put defensive players on offense.
Exactly.
That was
Yeah, that
fun.
was
That was
That was
fun.
also when they
was
would win
fun.
games.
Yep.
I remember that. So here's a recap of our picks so far. Again, Sky Moore at number 48, Daniel Fa'alele, the tackle, at 60, Alec Pierce, the wide receiver, at 71, Troy Anderson going linebacker, 91, and then at 103, because there has been a bunch of trades here. At this point, I've lost track of all the trades, and Marcus Jones, the corner. So, I mean, I've addressed a lot of needs, though, at this point. I will say that.
We've done. Yeah.
Hey, Sky Moore is probably going to be a good player.
I understand your concern about the redundancy because he's similar to a Pringle. I just feel like long term he could be a solution here in Chicago, and he's a dude that makes plays after the catch, which Poles and Eberflus have mentioned is a huge priority in this offense.
You know what? Here's what it is. He wasn't George Pickens. That's why people are pissed. Let's be completely honest.
Yeah.
Here. I mean, I get it. I'm a big. If George Pickens goes to the Bears, I think obviously the Bears wide receiver room is a lot better.
Yeah.
But I think that's what's kind of going on here, and I understand.
No, and I personally probably would have taken Pickens over Moore, but that's why we're doing this. We all have different opinions,
Yeah.
just
Hey, we
like
got
all
a
the
pick coming.
teams,
148's coming.
the teams do. And so I probably would have sided with a lot of people going Pickens just because I think he gives the Bears that bigger type receiver that they really, really need right now. But, hey, I get it. Sky Moore is probably going to be a solid player in the league for a while. All right, so we are getting closer to the 4th round pick at number 48 that we acquired. I think technically this puts us in the 5th, but it's really the yeah.
We're in the 5th round now.
Oh,
we're
that's
in round
right.
5,
This is
yeah.
the original.
So
We haven't
original
gotten
pick,
guard yet, right?
Oh, yeah, we just traded that 4th rounder. That's what just
Right.
happened.
So we
I
haven't
gotcha.
gone guard. I see Chris Paul down there out of Tulsa. He's available.
Okay.
I'm just looking at positions of need here. If we need a 3-tech, I bet you I know my guy's available. Can we look at that position here real quick, Lawrence?
Interior
IDL.
defensive line.
Yep.
Okay, so, geez, he's really down in their board, so we can technically.
Who is that guy? You haven't said his name.
Yeah, thank you. Ioma Uwazurike.
Oh, that's why you had
That's why I didn't say the name. Exactly.
I just didn't know who you were talking about.
Exactly. No, he's from Iowa State.
Yeah.
He can be a guy that can fit into 3-tech. Really
Nick,
strong.
you're going to let him take a
not
Cyclone?
I did actually put him as one of my draft profiles. He was intriguing. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, he could help our team.
He
But
really
is-
can. I hate how far down he's on their big board because I really don't think he's the 202nd ranked player in this entire draft class. Like, that kind of irritates me looking at it.
We'll go by your big board, GM.
Okay. Well,
No, I'm serious.
No,
'cause,
I appreciate it. You're right.
This is a this is a real thing that happens. Like these boards for the actual teams, like in real life, are so different at this point in the draft.
Yeah.
So that's the only point I'm trying to make. Like, who cares what? Like let's just pretend this is the Miami Dolphins big board.
Yeah.
You know, go by your big board. If you think he's gonna be a good player, then
I'm going to go with it then.
Yeah.
He's a guy that reminds me a little bit of Akeem Hicks, that two-way player, really good against the run. He can get after pass rush, get that pass rush going as well.
Sold.
Done.
Well, take him.
All right.
When's our next pick?
We're in the 5th round still.
Yeah.
That's a little buggy for sure. And we can just let it roll. It'll be a surprise. We'll just watch the board fall. But as I was saying like earlier, like the lessons I'm learning, like when you have too many voices in the room, like you can be talked into mistakes. Like you have to, as a general manager, kind of stick to your guns a bit. And I think earlier on in the draft, like I wasn't doing that, trying to appease, Mr. Flanagan back there, you as well, Adam. And again, it's like one of those things, like as a
Mr.
rookie
Flanagan.
GM, like will
Mr.
he
Flanagan.
be able to do that if he has conviction for
We're
a guy?
at
or will he
186
lean
is
on
the
some
next
other
Bears
players?
pick.
186. Okay.
So we're 20
All
picks
right.
away.
Ryan Poles also talked about running backs being, having good depth in this draft. And David Montgomery's going to a contract year.
Jake Ferguson off the board, my guy.
Tight end, yeah. Wisconsin.
Another thing people are upset about with Sky Moore is just his size, and I get it, but like,
Cooper Kupp.
yeah, I would ideally like to have one bigger wide receiver, but just because his size is smaller doesn't mean that he can't play.
Play on
Like,
the outside. Like,
It's can you run routes? Can you get open?
Oh, there went smoke. Oh, I should probably look at the other side, huh?
Yeah, we're getting close to pick 186 here.
Smoke Monday. What a name.
He's there.
We haven't addressed safety yet.
I'm happy with. Who else is available at corner though? Real quick, Goodrich and Marion Williams, Mike Rose. I like Smoke Monday.
I mean, the name.
He was a guy that coming into this I would have drafted. And he's there. And he's on top of the big board, the Dolphins big board, and my big board.
Whoa, we got
Sorry,
We have another voice.
We're 52 minutes into the draft here. We're taking him.
that was awesome.
Yeah, you wanted him anyway.
I said it. No, you're good. I love it.
Somebody, we just put like there was some collusion or something in the back of the draft room. So somebody else called the picket. Somebody else called the picket. What happened? This cannot be happening.
If
on
only
draft
someone else
night.
called the Pickens.
Ooh, if only somebody had done that.
Me?
Our fans would be a lot happier at this
They
point.
would. I think they would love this draft.
Everybody was
If
booing.
Sky Moore was George Pickens, actually, yeah, in the comments, if Sky Moore was, George Pickens, how would you feel about this?
Hell of a lot better, they say.
Yeah.
The size matter.
All right.
Size matters.
I honestly don't know if we have another pick at this point.
Either do I.
I think we traded the 7th round pick. There are a couple things there.
I'm gonna pause here and we'll just see if I can scroll now. This might be easier.
Yeah, I think we're done, to be honest with you. If I'm following everything.
248.
248.
Oh.
We're coming back.
We got one more to go.
All right.
Anyone have any sleeper picks here in the 7th round that they are really feeling passionate about?
I'm trying to think of, my punter. Who took my punter?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
where
I'm
did
sure he was
Punt
gone a
God
long
go?
time ago.
Yeah, he's probably gone. Man. Maybe we should leave this one up to our fans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just let the fans make the 7th round
Okay.
pick.
I like that.
I like it a
It's
lot.
fan-controlled football drafting.
I mean,
What
that's
could go
basically
wrong?
what this is anyway. So,
Seriously, yeah.
I'm trying to look. Connor Hayward, the tight end out of Michigan
Jordan
State,
said Moore's awesome considering we got Pierce.
just went
I'll
off
take
the
one- I'll
board.
take one comment. I see a Mike Rose.
So we're still like 20 more picks away from it. Is there a way to speed this up or no?
I
Once
don't
you
think
start
so
the
at this point.
Once you start the speed, that's fine. All right. I have to say though, when you look at this, it's not a bad draft class. I'm okay with a lot of these picks. Didn't love the first one, but I think overall, can we go back and look at our full picks?
My picks.
Also, I don't think it's rolling right now.
Did we break it?
Find a
I
player.
was trying to search for the punt god, and
No.
I don't know. Like, do I hit? Should I? I don't know what's going on here.
maybe just clear all.
Nah, I don't know. But
I don't know why it paused.
why
That's
did
the
it
scary
pause?
part.
I don't know. Yeah.
All
Okay. Well, let's just go over who's picked at this point.
Yeah.
If you can click
248
my
was-
picks, Lawrence. And the
It
thing
is not
broke.
letting
We
me.
broke
We
the
broke-
draft.
We did
broke
such
the
a
draft.
either good or bad job that we broke the
That we
simulator.
broke it.
That's up to perspective.
All right. Well, what are you going to do? I do like the Smoke Monday pick. Let me break that one down for a second. Did we talk about him yesterday? I think we may have.
Maybe briefly.
But he was also in my mock draft that was in the Bears thing. But Smoke Monday is a player who versatile safety, was a high recruit, was one of their better players actually at Auburn for a while, and he's for whatever reason fallen back. I like him because I think that he's a hard hitter. One of the biggest reasons why he's fallen back is because he's not always the most sound in coverage, but to put him next to Eddie Jackson, potentially a guy in the box who's going to make those plays, not afraid to come up against a run. He's got like a ton of TFLs. I don't know his stats in front of me right now, but guy who gets in the backfield, makes plays. This late in the draft, love that pick. That's a good one. So
Monday. Let's see if I can
Monday.
oh, there's our group. Okay.
We can take it from here.
Yeah, it's all right. We don't need to make a 7th round pick. We're fine. So you guys' first draft, how you feeling about it?
I really do kind of want to go like back to that one point just quickly. Like, as a rookie GM, having everyone telling you who they like, it's a little nerve-wracking, and it kind of gets your head swimming in so many different directions. So for Poles, needing to come in with a clear plan, I think it's going to be huge for him. And again, everyone can roast me all you want, but I think it's a great lesson and something for us to say here the day before the draft actually begins. I think it's great. But overall, at this draft class, like you said, Adam, it fills a lot of needs. I think it got better from pick 60 on in terms of how the fans feel, although I do believe, as you said, like Moore's going to be a good player in this league, and he should be a decent weapon for Fields, over the middle of the field.
You know what? Like Adam always says, he likes players that kind of go on this upward trajectory in their careers. And I think that's kind of what our picks for where we got certain guys at, what needs they fill for this Bears team. I feel like we're going on that upward trajectory to helping this overall roster. One, we traded back a couple of times here to go from 6 picks initially to what do we got? 3, 6, 7, and then we would have had another one. I think we tried to fill as many holes as possible in our first draft, but yeah, I think we did an overall pretty decent job. Obviously, the commenters think otherwise, but that's all right. We all are going to have differing opinions on how, the board falls, what players to take at certain positions, what value you have for certain positions, but we address a bunch of needs on this team.
Yeah, I think another lesson that I came up in there is sometimes the danger in trading back.
Yep.
Is like I felt like when we got to 60, there weren't a ton of players there that we loved, right?
And it surprised me.
And you guys were talking about a bunch of different guys, and then that's where I was half kidding and just, trying to entertain a little bit, but I started yelling about how we need an offensive tackle, somebody to help Justin Fields. But that was, it was just an interesting thing because when you trade back, you don't want to do it just to do it. You want to do it because you think when you get to that spot that there's still, you want to do the math and be like, I know that there's still going to be one of these players from this cloud that I like that's going to be available there. I don't know that happened when we got to 60. Quite frankly, I would have been willing to take Alec Pierce there too. It would have been a lot earlier compared to where we ended up getting. Wasn't Pierce at 71? So it was 11 picks after the Fa'alele pick. I like Fa'alele, though. I understand some of the concerns about, can he play in the scheme? I think if you look at him and the way he moves at that size, he's going to be just fine.
Someone that can grow into the position too. Yeah, just grow into his role there. But yeah, we did what we could,
What we failed at, though, was addressing the interior of the line. I think guard is a more pressing need than tackle. And, I like the tackle that we drafted, but we didn't get to it.
Can I counterpoint?
Yeah, go ahead.
What if Tevin Jenkins can play right guard?
I mean, that's a great point. We just don't know that yet.
Well, there's a lot of things we don't like or don't know.
Right.
But I feel like now you can get out there, you add another rookie to it, and while it's not ideal that you might not have, a set guy here or, can Larry Bourne play left tackle? That's a big question.
Yeah.
One thing I'll remind you, though, is now you can go out, Mr. GM, maybe sign one of those veterans to give you,
some flexibility.
Some flexibility. Maybe you go out and sign Eric Fisher or Dwayne Brown and let Borum and Jenkins duke it out at right guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just a lot more possibilities here. I feel better overall about the depth and that the almost the math. One of them has to work out. Like somewhere in there, you're going to find some guys that can start and play at a high level for you. So I do, even though you just didn't specifically necessarily draft a guard,
Right.
I think you gave yourself more options to find a guy who can plug in there and play guard.
Well,
Someone fired me as GM. I wasn't the GM.
now you're definitely not. I guess.
I got fired as the college scouting director.
And this is exactly how the draft's going to play out, you guys. So no need to even watch tomorrow.
Jeez, if
and
this is
see
how the draft plays
Well,
out.
hopefully the
this
draft
chat
doesn't
is any
break.
indication, we're in trouble.
All right, guys. Thanks for hanging with us today. I still had fun. I hope you did. I think people are maybe a little bit caught up in the results a little bit more than
the actual exercise.
It's
It's
just
just an exercise. That
it's
you
a
do.
fun mock draft, guys. It's draft season. Just trying to have fun here. You can fire us, though. Hopefully not at our actual jobs, because we are going to be back here the rest of the weekend to break down the actual draft for you, unless you're firing us as that, too.
Yeah.
But I still plan on showing up. I'm excited about it. Thursday, Friday night. So what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to come on at night, so we won't have our normal 11 o'clock show, and we're going to come on later in the first round, planning on about 9 o'clock. We'll break down the stuff that's happened already, and I'm sure by then there'll be people firing off about something crazy. I don't know if we'll have another like gas mask bong thing going on. Crazy things happen on draft night. They always do. We'll see what the Packers do with their 2 picks. The Lions have 2 picks. Who knows what the Vikings do? We'll break all that down. And then, technically, if there is a world in which the Bears were to trade up in the first round, we should.
I'm going to drive back to House Hall. That's
Yeah,
what
we'll scramble. We'll be here for you. And then Friday night, we know the Bears have picks, and we will be there from start to finish on Friday night. So regardless of what you feel about this mock draft, we are here for you all weekend long with the coverage, and I'm excited about it. So
It's going to be fun. I cannot wait. We've been talking about the draft forever now. Now it's finally here. There are going to be real picks, actual teams making these, and they'll have some clarity at what's going to actually happen this year.
all right, everyone have a great day. Follow us on Twitter at Adam Hoge, at Nicholas Moreano, at Will DeWitt. The L's are ones in there. And follow us at allchgo.com. Get all the draft coverage there at all CHGO_sports_Bears. There's a lot of Twitter accounts. Follow them all. We appreciate you guys, and we will talk to you tomorrow night.